Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be using some watercolor techniques using paint markers. So let me find a spot in my sketchbook which does consist of tonal paper. I feel that when adding white highlights or strokes to the art, they tend to stand out on tonal paper. Alright, first, the sketch. So I'm just going to sketch out a typical graffiti character wearing a respirator gas mask, because this character is a graffiti artist. Now, this is what us artists who grew up involved with hip-hop culture drew many times. We draw characters that represent elements of hip-hop culture, like this character that I'm drawing now is representative of the element of graffiti art within hip-hop. I would draw a character on the turntables to represent the DJ in hip-hop, a character breaking to represent the b-boy, a character holding the mic representing rappers or the MC in hip-hop culture, etc., etc. Alright, it's time to break out my markers of choice, and I will be using the ArtX acrylic brush tip paint markers. And can't forget about my lemon water. Now, the only thing missing is my water brush pen. Ah, there you go. Now, aside from the paint markers themselves, the water brush pen is what I'm going to use to give the paint markers a watercolor effect. In traditional watercolor, you would wet the paper surface, you would mix your paints on a palette with water, then hit the brush to the paper, letting the colors run. But what I'm doing is I'm hitting the paint markers to the paper, then getting the water brush pen to smear the paint along by the water already contained in the water brush pen. These are just two different methods producing a similar effect. Now, the way that I came about using this method is that whenever I use paint markers, they weren't always easy to blend or fade off. It takes time to work out a blend or a fade. So I remembered that alcohol marker sets sometimes have a marker blender to blend colors into each other. So when it came to paint markers, I immediately thought of using my water brush pen to act as a blender, and it worked. I would begin to use that method often and would eventually realize that this actually is producing a watercolor look and effect. So here is a closer look of my water brush pen with the water inside. So one thing I need to point out is that the paper that I'm drawing on is not ideal for watercolor. This paper does get warped as it gets wet. I already knew that before I started, but I just try to make it work. Big blast in them. So I'm going to start adding some highlights or rim lighting just so the design won't be so dull. Sometimes adding some pop color can add a little life to the artwork.
run faster than. Big blast in them. Sharper them.
One thing about using the water brush pen to blend the colors is that it tends to dilute the colors a little bit too much, so you end up washing away the color's vibrancy. So you got to keep working that color back in, blending and then working that color back in again, making sure that the color is not washed away. Alright guys, so I just had to get out for a bit and get a little fresh air for a while.
I get wasted on the thought of you. Head is spinning, I can't move. Smoky eyes in a groove. No, I can't get you out of my mind.
Give me a break.
Alright guys, so this is the end of the video, and if you guys made it this far, I really appreciate you guys for hanging in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please slam the like button, share the video, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and God bless.